Good afternoon. My name is Bill Stubbles. I'm one of the solutions engineers for the GoAnywhere product. This is the third in a three-part series of videos on the AS2 or Applicability Statement 2 file transfer protocol. In this video, we're going to look at the client-side setup for AS2 within GoAnywhere, and we're going to tie together the information from the first two videos, including showing you an end-to-end file transfer. As with the server side, there are two basic pieces to the client-side setup: the resource and the project. Under resources, under AS2 servers, we would go ahead and add our AS2 server. I'm going to show you an example server I have set up here. The URL, the AS2 ID, and many of the settings for the advanced tab are going to come from your trading partner. The AS2 from ID is a label, just like we saw in the server-side setup. When you see the cursor here change into a question mark, when I put it over these field names, you can click here and a pop-up will come up, giving you some additional information about that field. This also seems like a good place to segue back into the context-aware help. This question mark in the upper right corner is available on every screen within the application. In this case, we're going to walk through the AS2 server resource itself, including step-by-step, what the different fields are in the different tabs, what these suggested values are. Additionally, you can come up here to the search text box, and you can type in AS2 Quick Start. It would help if I could type. There we go. And you'll see quick starts for the AS2 service we looked at in the last video on the AS2 client using the key management system that we're looking at currently. So again, this will walk you through information you need in order to set up the resource, how to import the trading partner certificate, how to build the resource, how to set up the AS2 task, which is what we're going to look at next. The advanced tab here, as I just mentioned, a lot of this information is going to come from the trading partner. They're going to tell you how to authenticate, whether you're using user ID and password, whether you're using certificate authentication, whether they require both. They're going to specify whether or not the message needs to be encrypted. If it does, you're going to specify their public cert here for the encryption, as well as here for the receipt, so that you can validate their signature on the message receipt. You're going to specify your private certificate here to sign the file that you're uploading to them. Last thing I'd recommend you take a look at here, and this is true of any resource within GoAnywhere, come up here to the connection tab, take a look at this timeout. Let's reset that from the default value, which is 120 seconds. Once you've got the resource built, once you're ready to test it, virtually all of these resources have a built-in test feature. In this case, we can set this subject to the word test. It's up to you whether or not you want to request a receipt. Clear it with your trading partner first. Make sure they're not going to cause any problems if you upload test files to their system. Resource test successful. Blue is good. Blue is what we want to see. Additional check we want to make here is, and this will walk us through step by step what the steps are for this process. After the request headers, but before the response headers, we will see a status line that the AS2 request was made to the AS2 server, completed with an HTTP status of 200. That tells me the file transfer to the AS2 server was successful. Once we built the resource, then it's a question of what are we doing with it? We come over here to workflows. We come over here to projects. I have an AS2 demo project built out. As you can see, it's very basic. The file transfer protocol tasks are all here in the file transfer components library. AS2 only has the one task. AS2 is a push-only protocol. Typical concerns for a push protocol are: where's the file coming from, the source? Where's the file getting sent to, the destination? In the case of AS2, the destination is largely defined by the resource, so all we're concerned about is the source file. Just like with any other source file, with any other task in the projects here, I can hard code a path here. I can feed this file in as a variable from a monitor from another project. I can set up a file set if I want to look through a folder and look through various files. I can add wildcard filters here. Case like that, I'm probably going to put a for each loop in here, just so I'm going to cycle through these files one by one. I'm going to tell the task, what do I want to do with the receipt? In this case, I want to go ahead and request a signed one. I'm going to write it out to the job log. Once I've got my project complete, I'm going to validate my XML code to make sure it compiles properly. Then I'm going to go ahead and run the project. Again, clear it with your trading partner first. Blue is good. Blue is what I want to see. I've got a hyperlink here to the job log. And this will show me step by step, end to end, what happened with this AS2 file transfer. In this case, the message was compressed. The message was signed, encrypted. The AS2 upload to the AS2 server completed with an HTTP 200. That tells me it's successful. Got the response headers. I've got the receipt. Last but not least, I can see the message integrity check was verified. I've ensured the file was delivered. I'm ensured the file was not altered in transit. That is the end of the project. That is the end of this overview. As I mentioned, our professional services team has an hour-long training class available for anyone looking for a deeper dive into AS2. The class is GAMFT 115, Automating File Transfers with AS2. You can check with your sales representative for more information. Thank you again for your time.